Hey, this is Michael with Digital T-Shirt Shop. So I was talking just briefly earlier that I'd made some decisions regarding Digital T-Shirt Shop. So I did go in, I opened a new store and have kind of got it all set up. I've been sitting on it for a little while because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it. Um, Partly because I realize I've got so much clip art, I've got so many products, so many designs that really it's taking it's going to take a significant amount of time to do everything. Um, Also, uh, one of the issues that I have with putting it on my computer, given the number of things that I have, is all the different variations of a particular product. Um, and exactly how I wanted to do all those things, and also not having um, really the tools to do it, or the realizing I mean, it could be bigger than I could chew. I guess I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Anyways, I kind of settled on a few things. So I do a lot of just single color things, but I'm able to also now do those in all colors. But I can't really possibly put every color option up there. And so what I've kind of done is, so I took, for example, I take a particular design like this, unless it's already a full color design. So what I've tried to do is I've standardized the price. And so I'm going to try to go through and fix the prices on some of my other sites. I'm going to raise the prices just a little bit. And partly because I'm going to be doing all these on ring spun shirts now instead of core cotton shirts. The ring spun shirts are a nicer quality shirt. Now, I'm not doing the youth and infant sizes in those, partly because I can't get the same color from the same company. And so so on those cases, those prices are just a little bit lower, even though the product might actually cost a little bit more, especially in depending upon what I do with it. I'm just going to leave that as that. So but the prices are just a little bit less on the children and infants. And what I've decided to do is, uh, so I'm taking this and I'm giving it, so I'm still allowing myself to be able to sell it to them, and from an infant all the way up to a men's double XL. And I'm giving them the option to put it on whichever color shirt I stock. So I'm stocking some lighter shirts, some darker shirts. I want to say I've got six lighter colors: white, aqua blue, athletic heather, I guess, is a little bit medium, candy pink, lime green, yellow, and then the darker shirts: red, royal blue, and black. But I can get those colors in all those style and all those sizes, from an infant all the way to a men's XXL. So if people want to buy them for the whole family or certain people in the family, I can cover that for every person in the family. And then I'm allowing them to take this this one color design and put it in whatever color they'd like. So they could do the print in black, they could do it in gray. And now obviously it's not going to show those variations here. Um, and that's one of the problems that I have is actually displaying those variations. I've only got 3 images in this case here. And so what I probably need to do is I need to come up with an actual thumbnail variation of this to put on here. So I've got I should probably change that to print color instead of font color sample, because there's some items that aren't based on font color. So, and here are my sample shirts. This is big enough that it'll zoom in and they can see it fairly well. The color, and this is kind of one of those funny things. So the actual print color will vary slightly. from a monitor to the actual print on the garment. Some of these, the yellow will look yellow, red will look red. It just may not be as vibrant as it is on the screen, on your monitor. But that's basically what I've done, and I've been in the middle of setting up all of the categories that I have products in. And then what I can do is I can take those, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, but take those and then they can pick what they would like to print. Now, kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I've been a little frustrated with Etsy. The number of products I have available on Etsy, the cost of doing business on Etsy, the sales volume on Etsy. Amazon likewise, I've had some real frustration with lately. They've gone and they've made some changes to general sellers on there. Now this is different than Merch by Amazon sellers. I actually have a selling account where I can sell and fulfill through Amazon as well. And at the moment, I don't know. It's a whole nother ball of wax. I'm not even going to get into it. So frustrated, though. I'll just say frustrated. And then, but what this is going to do is this is going to allow me to have something consistent that I'm in full control over. And, it's funny because we made this decision back a year and a half ago to just sell through Etsy. And, and now here I am a year and a half later going, man, I wish I would have just set up that regular website way back then. And, though, hindsight's 2020, but it is what it is, and we'll see what happens. Maybe going forward at this point, a year and a half later, I probably would have had, plenty of sales and things like that coming through a site like this, and now I'm a year and a half behind on that. Although, the digital t-shirt shop name is out there and the web address is out there. So hopefully it won't take too long to get it kind of established. And that's just kind of a first little overview of that. And I'm going to actually do a couple more videos of this. So we'll talk a little bit more later. Thanks. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe to Digital T-Shirt Shop.